It never has it never goes offline. If
Oh,
the
okay,
internet
yeah.
goes down,
It
no
doesn't
problem.
have a clock, but it never goes offline. It's
Not
any
that I've
globe.
seen.
Already live.
Good morning, Dandavats. All glories to all of the devotees all over the world. So fortunately, we will hear again today further about Mahaprabhu's pastimes in his holy travels. And we're in chapter 9 of Madhya Lila. We have been hearing about his coming. He met the Brahmin, who was a great devotee of Lord Rama since birth. And then Mahaprabhu has just now returned and being with this Brahmin again in, let's see, to back up just a little bit, to text 25, he explains he had lunch there and asked the Brahmin, tell me what your position is now. Because he had already explained that from birth he had been chanting nonstop the name of Lord Ramachandra. In fact, he didn't even say any other words. So now he is constantly chanting the name of Lord Krishna. Dandavat, Dandavat, Jai Shishi Guru Gauranga Sundara Mahaprabhu. And the Brahman's reply is, this is all due to your influence, sir. After seeing you, I have lost the long practice of my life. And this sir is Prabhave, I think. That's, yep. He's referring to Mahaprabhu, the Lord. Now takes us to text 26. Bhayavari Ramanama Grahana Amara Toma Deki Krishna Nama Aila Ekabara. From my childhood, I have been chanting the holy name of Lord Ramachandra, but after seeing you, I began to chant the holy name of Lord Krishna. Say Haite Krishna Nama Jivate Visala, Krishna Nama Spure Rama Nama Dure Gela. Since then, the holy name of Krishna has been tied to my tongue. Indeed, when I chant the holy name of Krishna, the holy name of Lord Ramachandra goes far away. Balya kala haite mora swabhava ekahaya namera mahima shastra kariye sanchaya. From my childhood, I have been practicing this chanting and have been collecting the glories of the holy name from revealed scriptures. And this next verse is Sanskrit from Padma Purana. Ramante yoginonante sachanande chiratmani iti ramapane nasho param brahma vidiyate. The supreme absolute truth is called Rama because the transcendentalists take pleasure in the unlimited true pleasure of spiritual existence. Chira bhuva chaka shabdo nascha nivriti vachakaha tayor aikyam param brahma krishnaiti abhidiyate. The word Krish is the attractive feature of the Lord's existence, and na means spiritual pleasure. When the verb Krish is added to the affix na, it becomes Krishna, which indicates the absolute truth. That is actually from Udyoga Parva of the Mahabharata. Param Brahma Duinam Samani Haila Puna Ara Shastre Kichu Vishesha Paila. As far as the holy names of Rama and Krishna are concerned, they are on an equal level, but for further advancement we receive some specific information from revealed scriptures. Now this from the Padma Purana. Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Bistulyam Ramanama Varanane. Lord Shiva addressed his wife, Durga, as Varanana and explained, I chant the holy name of Rama, 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 and thus enjoy this beautiful sound. This holy name of Ramachandra is equal to 1,000 holy names of Lord Vishnu. And this one from Brahmanda Purana by Rupa Goswami. Sahasranam nam puyanam trir avrijya tuyat palam ekavrijya tu krishnasya namakaim tat prayachati. The pious results derived from chanting the 1,000 holy names of Vishnu 3 times can be attained by only 1 repetition of the holy name of Krishna. Evakye Krishna namera mahima apara tatapi laite nari shunahe tutara. According to the statement of the Shastras, the glories of the holy name of Krishna are unlimited. Still, I could not chant his holy name. Please hear the reason for this. Ishtadeva Rama Tanra Name Shukapai Sukapanya Rama Nama Ratridina Gai. My worshipable Lord has been Lord Ramachandra, and by chanting his holy name I received happiness. Because I received such happiness, I chanted the holy name of Lord Rama day and night. This is the Brahmin again speaking. Tumara darshane yabe Krishna nama aila tahara mahima tabe hridaye lagila. By your appearance, Lord Krishna's holy name also appeared, and at that time the glories of Krishna's name awoke in my heart. Say Krishna to me sakshat iha nirdarila ekakahi viprapurabur charane padila. The Brahmin concluded, Sir, you are that Lord Krishna himself. This is my ascertainment. I'm certain of this. Saying this, the Brahmin fell down at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Tanre kripa kari prabhu chalila aradine vida kashi ashi kaila shiva darashane. After showing mercy to the Brahmin, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left the next day and arrived at Vridakashi, where he visited the temple of Lord Shiva. Tahan haite chali age gela ekagrame Brahmana samaja tahan karila vishrame. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then left Vridakasi and proceeded further ahead. In one village, he saw that most of the residents were Brahmins, and he took his rest there. Prabhura prabhave loka aila darashani lakshar buddha loka aishe nayaya kanane. Due to the influence of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, many millions of men came just to see him. Indeed, the assembly was so unlimited that its members could not be counted. Goshanira Saundarya Dekitate Prema Vesha Sabe Krishna Kahe Vaishnava Haila Sarvadesha. The Lord's bodily features were very beautiful, and in addition, he was always in the ecstasy of love of Godhead. Simply by seeing him, everyone began chanting the holy name of Krishna, and thus everyone became a Vaishnava devotee. Tarkika mimamsaka yatamaya varigana sankhya pantanjala smriti purana agama. There are many kinds of philosophers. Some are logicians who follow Gautama or Kannada. Some follow the Mimamsa philosophy of Jaimini. Some follow the Mayavad philosophy of Sankaracharya, and others follow Kapila's Sankhya philosophy, or the mystic yoga system of Patanjali. Some follow the Smriti Shastra, composed of 20 religious scriptures, and others follow the Puranas and the Tantra Shastra. In this way, there are many different types of philosophers. Nija Shastra Grahe Sabai Prachanda Sarvamata Dushi Prabhu Kari Kanda Kanda. All of these adherents of various scriptures were ready to present the conclusion of their respective scriptures, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu broke all their opinions to pieces and established his own cult of bhakti based on the Vedas, Vedanta, the Brahma Sutra, and the philosophy of Chincha Beda Beda Tattva. Sarvatra Stapaya Prabhu Vaishnava Siddhante Prabhura Siddhanta Kehana Pare Kandite. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu established the devotional cult everywhere. No one could defeat him. Hari Hari Prabhu Mate Karena Pravesha E Mate Vaishnava Prabhu Kaila Dakshine Desha. Being thus defeated by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all these philosophers and their followers entered into his cult. In this way, Lord Chaitanya made South India into a country of Vaishnavas. Pasandi I.
When they were defeated, they accept, oh yes, this is higher, I will come to this.
Yes.
Today, maybe not many do that. They still stick to their own clan, as it were, but wonderful.
See, all of them.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted. Pashandi.
Pasandi Aila Yata Panditya Suniya Garvakari Aila Sange Sishagana Lanya. When the non-believers heard of the erudition of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they came to him with great pride, bringing their disciples with them. Bodhacharya Mahapandit Nijanavamate Prabhura Age Ugrahakari Lagila Balite. One of them was the leader of a Buddhist cult and was a very learned scholar. To establish their 9 philosophical conclusions, he came before the Lord and began to speak. Yajyapi asambhasha bodha ayukta de kite tatapi baila prabhu garva kandayite. Although the Buddhists are unfit for discussion and should not be seen by Vaishnavas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke to them just to decrease their false pride. Tarka pradana bauda shastra navamate tarkai kandila prabhu napare stapite. The scriptures of the Buddhist cult are chiefly based on argument and logic, and they contain 9 chief principles. Because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu defeated them in their argument, they could not establish their cult. Very lengthy purport here with more explanation on these points for text 49. So maybe for a homework assignment?
Yes, especially for Buddhists.
Yes.
No, if someone's attracted to Buddhism, what are Buddha's teachings? Because today, we can question what people understand as Buddha's teachings. But here, we've got from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, from Srila Prabhupada, who's basing his commentary on Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's commentary,
Yes.
and explain what is Buddha teaching and why what Mahaprabhu gave is so much more.
See,
So it's good to know if we say, oh, I'm a Buddhist. Okay, what does Buddhist mean?
yes.
It's a good idea to know.
Yes. And the next verse explains, the teacher of the Buddhist cult set forth 9 principles, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu broke them to pieces with his strong logic. So in the same way, as you're saying, the logic will appeal to those people. They can hear what is it that we're thinking, but the better explanation of those principles is coming from the Bhakti cult.
And in just the previous verse or two, it said that generally all those who were defeated, they understood, and then they joined Mahaprabhu's department. So good homework reading, that purport.
Yeah, and that was text 49. Darshanika Pandita Sabai Paila Parajaya Loke Hashakare Bauda Paila Laijabaya. All mental speculators and learned scholars were defeated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and when the people began to laugh, the Buddhist philosophers felt both shame and fear. And Srila Prabhupada's short purport here, he mentions these philosophers were all atheists, for they did not believe in the existence of God. Atheists may be very expert in mental speculation and may be so-called great philosophers, but they can be defeated by a Vaishnava firmly situated in his conviction and God consciousness. Okay. Prabhu ke Vaishnava jani bodha gare gela sakala bodha mili tabe kumantrana kaila. The Buddhists could understand that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a Vaishnava, and they returned home very unhappy. Later, however, they began to plot against the Lord. Apavritra ana eka talite bariya Prabhu age nila mahaprasada baliya. Having made their plot, the Buddhists brought a plate of untouchable food before Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and called it Mahaprasad. So their logic was very ill-guided. And how long do we stay with Chaitanya Charitamrita?
Forever.
As far as our clock goes, because this story has a wonderful ending, and maybe at least a few more verses? Okay. So to leave on such a happy, happy note, although it gets incredibly dramatic before we hear that sweet. We won't go into what exactly they brought him. Text 54, Hena Kali Mahakaya Ekapakshiaila Donte Kari Anasaha Talilanya Gela. When the contaminated food was offered to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, a very large bird appeared on the spot, picked up the plate in its beak and flew away. Bauda Ganera Upare Anapare Amejahaya Bodhacharyera Mataya Tali Padila Bajiya. Indeed, the untouchable food fell upon the Buddhists, and the large bird dropped the plate on the head of the chief Buddhist teacher. When it fell on his head, it made a big sound. Tarache Padila Tali Matakati Gela Murchita Hanya Acharya Bhumite Padila. The plate was made of metal, and when its edge hit the head of the teacher, it cut him, and the teacher immediately fell to the ground unconscious. Hahakara Karikande Sabasishakana Sabe Ashi Prabhupade Laila Sharana. When
Verse 58.
now I'm about to read 57.
Oh, we're not there. Oh, you're so slow.
Well, it is terribly
Sorry.
exciting story.
Yeah, we've got to keep on.
So text 57 is saying, when the teacher fell unconscious, his Buddhist disciples cried aloud and ran to the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. for shelter. So it's starting to turn into the happy ending. Chumita Ishvara Sakshat Chama Aparadha Jiyao Amara Guru Karaha Prasada. They all prayed to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, addressing him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself and saying, "Sir, please excuse our offense. Please have mercy upon us and bring our spiritual master back to life." Prabhu kahe sabe keha Krishna Krishna Hari, Guru karne kaha Krishna nama uchakari. The Lord then replied to the Buddhist disciples, "You should all chant the names of Krishna and Hari very loudly near the ear of your spiritual master." Thomas sabara guru tabe paibe chetana sababora milikare Krishna sankirtana. By this method, your spiritual master will regain his consciousness. Following Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's advice, all the Buddhist disciples began to chant the holy name of Krishna congregationally. And
Yes.
Guru karne kahe sabe Krishna Rama Hari Chaitanya Panya Acharya Bale Hari Hari. When all the disciples chanted the holy names Krishna, Rama, and Hari, the Buddhist teacher regained consciousness and immediately began to chant the holy name of Lord Hari. And Srila Saraswati Thakur gives more comments after this text, 61. Krishna Bali Acharya Prabhure Karena Vinaya Dekhiya Sakala Loka Haila Vishmaya. When the spiritual master of the Buddhists began to chant the holy names of Krishna and submitted to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the people who were gathered there were astonished. Erupe Kutuka Kari Sachira Nandana Antardana Kaila Keha Napaya Darshana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the son of Sachi Devi, then suddenly and strangely disappeared for everyone's sight, and it was impossible for anyone to find him. And from now we can hear more about the continued blessed travels of Sriman Mahaprabhu. After delivering in such a poignant way all of these Buddhists, all of them, they were able to understand something so significant and were transformed through the chanting of the holy names of Krishna. Such grace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, and now we'll read from Loving Search of the Lost Servant by the grace of Sri Bhakti Rakshita Maharaj and his servitors who have brought this to us. We are in the chapter called The Holy Name. We're getting very near the end of the book. This section is about Rama, means Krishna. Okay, so just before this, Guru Maharaj was explaining about...
It's Rupa Nuga Nama is the subtitle.
In the next page.
Okay.
The marker hasn't been moved on.
Rupanuga Nama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which is, yes. Okay, and still within the same chapter.
Yes.
Service
yes.
of Sri Radha. Okay, Rupanuga Nama, this section. The followers of the Rupanuga Sampradaya can never deviate from that consciousness in their chanting of the Maha Mantra. It was just explained. The Hari can only mean, in our Maha Mantra, can only mean Hara Srimati Radharani. And Harana, the word Harana means to steal. So one who can steal the mind of he who is most expert in stealing, who can steal even the mind of Krishna, she is Hara. Stealing in its highest capacity is shown by Radharani. And Krishna means he who is most attractive in the absolute sense. They are both represented in the mantra. So the followers of the Rupanuga Sampradaya can never deviate from that consciousness in their chanting of the Maha Mantra. And with this conception, they go on with the service of Hari Hara, Radha Krishna. They absorb themselves in Radha Dashyam. They cannot think of anything else but that. And once having fully attained that plane, they can never come down from that level, from the interest of Radha Krishna. They cannot allow themselves to be out of that circle. That is the position of our highest aspiration. And according to a devotee's adhikar, or spiritual qualification, that sort of meaning will awaken in one's mind. It will be awakened, discovered by sadhana. At that time, the covering of the heart will be removed, and divine love will spontaneously spring up from the fountain of the heart as the inner function of the soul. Okay, so our sadhana to always chant the holy names and aspire for losing all offenses. This is taking us to the highest, the very highest position in the line of Sriman Mahaprabhu. This is our path. Varga is path. We are in the Rupanuga Guru Varga.
I think that's our reading.
Pardon?
I think this is our reading of Loving Search.
Okay.
Right?
This one short excerpt, I think, concludes that. So I'll just read.
Oh, okay.
What do you
Yep.
have advice?
No,
about?
the thing is, I have only the
Okay.
EPUB version, so it doesn't have that
Okay.
excerpt there.
Okay. So this little excerpt is not from out of here, I don't think, but is emphasizing and summarizing what we were just reading. The Gaudiya Vaishnavas know only Radharani. They are concerned only with her and her duties, her necessities. They are ready to serve her in all respects and cannot contemplate any service without her. That is the highest achievement of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. That is the special feature of Mahaprabhu's party. And that was announced by Raghunath Das Goswami. So this conception of Radha Dashyam is so vital for us, and our best hope to come into that understanding is through Shri Guru, correct?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, that is the line that we are in. That is what we are hearing from all of our gurus who have blessedly come so close to us to give us exact instruction. So, Jai Shri Shri Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj, Jai Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, Jai Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Jai Srila Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai, Jai Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Prabhupada Ki Jai. Okay. And tomorrow we'll continue reading about the service of Sri Radha. And we'll sing Hari Haraya.
Yes.
Leelamoy Prabhu.
Yes. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Gopala Govindaram
Gopal Govindaram Shri Madhusudan. Giridhari Gopinath.
Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shiva Sari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Rupa Rupa Sanatana Bhata Raghunatha. Rupa Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunatha. Jai Goshai Kori Charana Vandana. Jai Te Bignanas Vishta Purana. Jai Goshai Jaya Muitara Dasha. Chansavara Padare Numura Panchagrasa. Andira Charana Seve Bhakta Sanivasa. Janame Janame Mura Eya Vilasa. Jai Goshai Jara Muritana Galabasha. Radha Krishna Nitya Viva Purila Prakasha. Radha Krishna Nitya Viva Anande Bolo Hari Braja Vrindavana. Anande Bolo Hari Braja Vrindavana. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pari Jai Amana. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pari Jai Amana. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pari Padma Koryasha. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pari Hari Nam Sankirtana Govinda Naratamada. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Nitai Gora Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitai Gora Hari Bo, Nitai Gora Nitai Gora Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitai Gora Hari Bo, Nitai Jai Shaprikarashi Shiguru Goranga Sundarada Giridhari Jiu Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnu Parshila Bhakti Suni Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnu Parshila Bhakti Rakshda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Rupanuga Gurvaga Ki Jai Jai Namachar Shila Das Thakur Ki Jai Tulsi Devi Ki Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai Jai Shila Bhakti Ranjan Madhusudan Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Kumkum Diri Ki Jai Nam Sankirtana Ki Jai